Celtic Myths and Legends by T.W. Rolleston. Chapter 7, The Voyage of Maeldun, the Island of the Eagle, which happens to be the zodiac animal of December. The snake and the scorpion too, but are all three at once, right? A large island, with woods of oak and yew on one side of it, and on the other a plain, whereon were herds of sheep, and a little lake in it. And there also they found a small church and a fort, and an ancient grey cleric, clad in only his hair. Maeldun asked him who he was. I am the 15th man of the monks of St. Brennan of Birr. He said, we went on our pilgrimage into the ocean, and they have all died, save me alone. He showed them the tablet, calendar, of the holy Brennan, and they prostrated themselves before it, and Maeldun kissed it. They stayed there for a season, feeding the sheep of the island. I would say it's more likely to be a scripture than just a calendar, but one day they saw what seemed to be a cloud coming up from the southwest. As it drew near, however, they saw the waving of pinions and perceived that it was an enormous bird. It came into the island and, alighting very wearily on a hill near the lake, it began eating the red berries, like grapes, which grew on a huge tree branch, as big as a full-grown oak, that it had brought with it. And the juice and fragments of the berries fell into the lake, reddening all the water. Fearful that it would seize them in its talons and bear them out to sea, they lay hid in the woods and watched it. There used to be bigger eagles and stuff, tens of thousands of years ago. After a while, however, Maeldun went to the foot of the hill, but the bird did him no harm. And then the rest followed, cautiously behind their shields, and one of them gathered the berries off the branch, which the bird held in its talons, but it did them no evil, and regarded them not at all. And they saw that it was very old, and its plumage dull and decayed. Now, let's remember to distinguish between evil and negative, or harmful, or bad. Evil's a moral element. At the hour of noon, 2 eagles came up from the southwest, and alit in front of the great bird, and, after resting a while, they set to work, picking off the insects that infested its jaws and eyes and ears. This they continued till vespers, when all 3 ate the berries again. At last, on the following day, when the great bird had been completely cleansed, it plunged into the lake, and again the 2 eagles picked and cleaned it. Till the 3rd day the great bird remained preening and shaking its pinions, and its feathers became glossy and abundant. And then, soaring upwards, it flew thrice round the island, and away to the quarter whence it had come. And its flight was now swift and strong, whence it was manifest to them that this had been its renewal from old age to youth, according as the prophet said. It's Psalms 103:5. Thy youth is renewed like the eagles. Which numbering is it? Is it the one? Anyways, Then Ditteron said, let us bathe in that lake, and renew ourselves, where the bird hath been renewed. Nay, said another, for the bird hath left his venom in it. But Thurian plunged in, and drank of the water. From that time, so long as he lived, his eyes were strong and keen, and not a tooth fell from his jaw, nor a hair from his head, and he never knew illness or infirmity. Thereafter they bade farewell to the anchorite, and fared forth on the ocean once more.